Welcome to Digital Learning, dear students. In today's session, we will be beginning a new chapter in Financial Accounting 2 of second semester BCom of Mangalore University. This new chapter, that is unit number 3, is joint venture. In today's first session on this chapter, we will discuss theoretical part of joint venture. That is meaning and features of joint venture. The comparison of joint venture with the partnership and consignment. That's what we are going to study. First of all, let us see the meaning of joint venture. A joint venture is an agreement between two parties. A joint venture is an agreement between two or more parties who join to create a partnership for a specific purpose. They are creating the partnership for a specific purpose or specific business venture or purpose for a particular period. This is the meaning of joint venture. So here, two or more parties or persons, two or more partner firms or companies, they are joining together. They create a partnership. They make an agreement for partnership. And this partnership is for a specific business purpose. It is for a specific business venture. And that is also for a particular period. It is not a long-term agreement. It is for a particular period, particular project or particular venture. Joint venture is a temporary partnership. As I told already, it is a partnership, but it is not a permanent partnership. It is not a long-term partnership, but it is a kind of a temporary partnership between two or more persons who agree to jointly carry out a specific venture. So it is a partnership, but it is temporary. Partnership between two or more persons. Why they are having this partnership? To jointly carry out a specific venture. They have a specific venture, they have a specific business, and that business is not for a long term. That project may be for a short term, and to complete that project, they take the help of two or more persons join together and they make a partnership. Joint ventures are a result of contract between two or more persons or parties to undertake a small commercial venture and to share the profit or loss in agreed proportion. So it is a contract or agreement between two or more persons or parties. Person means it is not one individual, it may be a company, anything. It may be an artificial person also. Or parties to undertake a small commercial venture. They are not undertaking a big venture, but a small venture for which they make this agreement, and they also agree to share the profit or loss in the agreed proportion. So if they have agreed, they have in the agreement like a partnership deed. When they make a deed or some agreement, in that agreement they will specify the profit sharing ratio. Profit or loss will be shared in that ratio. If nothing is mentioned in the agreement, then it will be equally shared. It is also, a joint venture is also known as a joint adventure or joint trade. You can also call by this name. See, in partnership there are partners, but in joint venture we do not call them as partners. The parties in a joint venture are known as co-venturers. They are called co-venturers. ಅವರು ಸಹ ಸದಸ್ಯರಿದ್ದ ಹಾಗೆ, ಸಹ ಸದಸ್ಯರು ಅಥವಾ co-venturers ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. They are members and their liability is limited, not unlimited liability. They do not have the unlimited liability. Their liability is limited to the particular business. Maybe for that business it may be unlimited, If in that business something happens, they may have to, their personal private estate may also be responsible. But in another sense, we say it is limited. It is limited to the particular business only. Once that business is completed, their liability will be completed there and it will cease to exist. The joint venture business or joint ventures are quite common in some of the cases. Which are those cases? Let us see. These are some of the cases. First one is joint consignment of goods. So when you consign the goods from one place to another, you jointly make the consignment business and you consign to another person. Maybe big goods for some contract, some building, some bridge work or some building construction work. They may require some of the goods for which you have taken the contract to supply. For that supply purpose, for the that supply also you may require the help. Or in another way, you are having a business, you have started a business and you are selling something for a particular period of time, you are continuing that business, and in that business you are consigning the goods to another person. So for that consignment of the goods, you will be making the joint venture. Another one is construction of building on contract basis. A building or any construction of building or bridge. For example, a bridge construction is undertaken by a contractor, and for the purpose of completing the building construction, he need money, he may need more capital, more fund, and for that purpose he takes somebody as a partner, and that is for that particular building only. Once we complete that building, the contract ceases. Third one, purchase or sale of properties and stock of liquidated business. What is this? Liquidation, liquidated business. A company may be liquidated. It may be liquidated. It is in the process of liquidation. And the company is in the process of liquidation and you are willing to purchase the assets of that business. Business assets you purchase you want to purchase and sell the properties, or you are working as a liquidator of that company maybe, or you are buying and selling the properties and stock of that liquidated company, liquidated business. And for that purpose, that is a long process. Means it may take not 1 or 2 days. It will be more than months together or years together it may take. Sometimes the liquidation process. And for that liquidation purpose, you require the help of somebody. You take somebody as your co-venturers and you start a joint venture. And another one is underwriting of the shares and debentures of the company. When the companies are going for IPO, initial public offer, they require somebody as an agent to underwrite their shares or their debentures. For that purpose, for that particular purpose of underwriting, the joint venture may be agreed upon. And speculation in shares. For share business, speculation in the share also you may have joint venture. On the basis of these, we will discuss now features of joint venture. The first one is about duration. This venture, joint venture, is formed for a short duration. So it is termed as partnership, but temporary partnership. So it is a temporary partnership for a short duration, not for a long term. Second feature, sharing of the profit or losses. As I told, it is an agreement between 2 or more persons to share the profits or losses in an agreed proportion. So here there is an agreement, and in that agreement it will be mentioned about profit or loss sharing ratio. If there is no such agreement, and if in the agreement it is not mentioned, it will be shared, profit or loss is shared equally. And third one is purpose. The purpose of joint venture is to execute a particular purpose, particular venture. You may be having a particular business purpose, and you have made an agreement or a contract of joint venture for that particular project or purpose, and this joint venture will be to execute that specific purpose or project. parties. Who are the parties to the consignment? Joint venture. Sorry, joint venture. In joint venture, the members of the venture are known as co-venturers. And next, fifth feature is, during the tenure of a joint venture business, the co-venturers are free to continue with their own business unless otherwise agreed upon. So, in joint venture business, the members or co-venturers, they can carry on the similar type of other business also. They can also carry on similar type of other business. They are not restricted from doing another business of the same type. It is not like partnership. In case of partnership, it cannot be done. But here, that restriction will be in existence if it is agreed upon. Or ಆ ರೀತಿ agreement ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಇರ್ತದೆ. Next, sixth one, as soon as the task is completed, the venture comes to an end. Once the task or the purpose for which joint venture is agreed upon is completed, the venture comes to an end. So these are the features of joint venture. Next one is distinction between joint venture and partnership. Let us discuss it by point. The first one is firm name. So the second column is about joint venture and third column is about partnership. The first column is point of difference. First point of difference is firm name. In joint venture, there is no need of firm name. We do not give a name. We need not give a name for the firm name. Or without firm name, we can work. But in partnership, it is carried on with a firm name. So we need a name for the firm. Name of the parties, as I already told, in case of joint venture, the parties in a joint venture are called co-venturers. But in partnership, the parties in a partnership are called partners. Scope. The joint venture is undertaken for a limited purpose. The joint venture is undertaken for a limited purpose. It is not for a general purpose. It is not like that. It is just for a particular limited purpose. And next one is, the partnership is agreed between, or the partnership is entered into to run a business on long-term basis. This partnership business is agreed or entered into to run a long-term business. Here, joint venture is only a short-term period, but this is for a long-term period. Partnership is for a long-term period. Fourth point of difference is continuity. See, this joint venture, it is a temporary partnership and it comes to an end after the completion of business. So it is a temporary partnership and it comes to an end after the completion of a business. Once you complete the business, this temporary partnership will also end. But partnership is not like that. Partnership does not end. It is not for a particular purpose. That is why it is of a continuous nature. Fifth point of difference is liability. It is the liability in case of joint venture is limited to the venture for which they agree to contribute capital and share profits or losses. So the liability of the co-venturers are limited, and it is limited to that venture for which the agreement is made. The venture for which they agree to contribute the capital and share profit or losses. But in case of partnership, it is not like that. Liability is unlimited, and even the private estates of the partners are also liable for that. And next one is competing business. Co-venturers remain free to carry on the business of a similar nature. Means the venturers, the partners who are doing the business of the partnership, those who are the co-venturers, they remain free to continue the same type of business, similar type of the business. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಅವರು ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಏನಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸ್ವಾತಂತ್ರ್ಯ ಇದೆ. They can do it. Okay. And another one, last point of difference ಏನಂದ್ರೆ, the last point of difference application of statute. Which act is applicable here? In case of joint venture, there is no such enactment or no such law which is applicable for joint venture. ಇದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫಿಕ್ ಆಗಿ ಯಾವುದೇ law ಇಲ್ಲ. But partnership in Indian Partnership Act 1932 is applicable for partnership business. Okay. These are the difference between joint venture and partnership. Next, let us discuss about the distinction between joint venture and consignment. So this is joint venture, second column. Third column is about consignment. Here we have point of difference. See here, name of the parties. The parties in a joint venture are now called as co-venturers. But the parties in a consignment are consignor and consignee. Second point of difference is the relationship. Relationship between co-venturers are known or is that of co-owners. They are not partners, they are the owners, co-owners. But the relationship between the consignor and consignee is that of the principal and agent. One is principal and another one is agent. Third one is scope. Joint venture is undertaken for a limited purpose, but consignment is limited only for a trade, only for the particular sale, particular sending of the consignment it is specifically meant. Capital contribution. All co-venturers contribute to a common pool. In case of joint venture, if there are 2 or 3 or 4 co-venturers, they contribute to that common pool or common fund and they do their business. But here in consignment, funds are provided only by it is provided by the consignor only. Consignee will not be providing the fund. He is responsible, that is consignor. Next, fifth difference of point of difference is sharing of profits and losses. The co-venturers share the profit or loss of the joint venture as agreed upon by them. In joint venture, there will be an agreement, and according to the agreement, they will share the profit or loss. If there is no agreement, they will share equally. But in case of consignment, the entire profit or loss of the consignment belongs to the consignor, and consignor gets only commission. So that is the thing. Consignor avarige profit idru labha idru consignor, but consignee will get only commission. Sixth one, risk bearing. All the co-venturers bear the risk. Here all the co-venturers who are the part of this partnership, temporary partnership, they will bear the risk. But here in case of consignment, it is only consignor who will bear the risk. And last point of difference is contract. Joint venture is the result of a partnership contract or a temporary partnership contract for a limited purpose. There is a contract, there is an agreement for a limited purpose. It is the result of that contract is joint venture. But in case of consignment, there is a contract agreed between the consignor and consignee. Illi consignor ಮತ್ತು consignee ನಡುವೆ ಒಂದು agreement ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದರ ಬೇಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ consignment ನಡೆಯುತ್ತೆ. So these are the different points of difference between joint venture and consignment. By this I conclude today's session, and we will have some multiple choice questions. We will see the multiple choice questions. After that we will conclude. Okay. Let us have some multiple choice questions. 1 minute. So here there are 5 multiple choice questions which I have framed here, and it will be displayed now within a few seconds. Okay. The first question is, in joint venture there is agreement where two or more parties join together to create a partnership for dash for a particular period. Specific business purpose, general business purpose, both of the above, none of the above. Second question, the parties in a joint venture are known as co-venturers, partners, co-partners, consignor and consignee. Okay. Next question. Next question is, that is the third question. Which of the following is true for a joint venture? There is no need of firm name. No enactment is applicable. It is undertaken for a limited purpose. All of the above. Next, fourth question. Joint venture is a dash. It is a temporary partnership, permanent partnership, both of the above, none of the above. Next one. Co-venturers dash the business of a similar nature are not free to carry on, remain free to carry on, may or may not carry on, none of the above. So these are the questions, and answers for the questions should be ticked by you and share it with me. Okay, thank you for listening to the class.